Hey gang, this is episode 98 of the Dorky, Geeky, Nerdy Trivia Podcast. I'm your host, Brian Rollins. Last week we visited the 70s, so this week we're going to hit the 80s. Specifically, all those weird and wonderful fantasy films to come out of that decade. As always, it's 3 rounds of 10 questions each. Each round will be a little harder than the one before. If you need scorecards, rules, or just want to find more episodes, visit the show at dorkygeekynerdy.com and be sure to say hi. I think that sets up the summoning spell, so prick your finger and let's get that portal open. The Dorky Round. Number 1. What movie starred David Bowie, Jennifer Connelly, and some really trippy Muppets? Labyrinth. Number 2. There are lots of Arthurian adaptations out there, but which one had Patrick Stewart, Liam Neeson, and Helen Mirren? Excalibur. Number 3. What 1984 fantasy sci-fi film does David Lynch consider to be his only real failure? Dune. Number 4. What 1988 movie featured a wish gone awry and a fortune-telling machine named Zoltar? Big. Number 5. What 1986 movie told us there can be only one? Highlander. Number 6. Michael J. Fox played the title role in what werewolf comedy? Teen Wolf. Number 7. What movie, based on a book by Peter S. Beagle, starred Jeff Bridges, Mia Farrow, and Alan Arkin? The Last Unicorn. Number 8. Rankin Bass produced what Tolkien adaptation in 1980? The Return of the King. Number 9. Dolph Lundgren starred in what He-Man movie adaptation? The Masters of the Universe. Number 10. Though he plays a married father of 2, Warwick Davis was only 17 when he starred in what movie? Willow. The Geeky Round. Number 1. 1 year before he played Maverick in Top Gun, Tom Cruise starred in what Ridley Scott fantasy film? Legend. Number 2. What is the fictional poison used in The Princess Bride? Iocane powder. Number 3. What 1987 movie told us that the Wolfman does, indeed, have nards? The Monster Squad. Number 4. John Lithgow brought a Sasquatch home in what 1987 movie? Harry and the Hendersons. Number 5. What movie happens when you mix Cher, Susan Sarandon, Michelle Pfeiffer, and Jack Nicholson? Witches of Eastwick. Number 6. What 1981 movie marked the end of the career of stop-motion wizard Ray Harryhausen? Clash of the Titans. Number 7. Ariel from The Little Mermaid was changed from a blonde to a redhead to avoid confusion with what 1984 mermaid movie? Splash. Number 8. Kathleen Turner traveled back in time in what 1986 movie? Peggy Sue Got Married. Number 9. Kim Cattrall spent 6 weeks posing for a sculpture during pre-production of what movie? Mannequin. Number 10. The glaive is one of the weapons used in the final battle of Ready Player One. From what 1983 movie does the glaive come from? Krull. The Nerdy Round. Number 1. One of the more maligned aspects of Lady Hawk was its score. Who composed it? Andrew Powell. Number 2. What is the name of the creature they're trying to kill in 1981's Dragon Slayer? Vermithrax pejorative. Number 3. Eddie Murphy turned down a role in Star Trek IV for what 1986 fantasy film? The Golden Child. Number 4. What 1985 Disney movie didn't get a video release until 1998? The Black Cauldron. Number 5. Arnold Schwarzenegger calls what film God's gift to my career? Conan the Barbarian. Number 6. Before he was fighting aliens in V, Mark Singer could talk to the animals in what 1982 movie? The Beastmaster. Number 7. Scientist, slave master, ornamentalist, and treasurer were some of the villains in what 1982 movie? The Dark Crystal. The names for the more prominent Skeksis were Gartham Master and Chamberlain. Number 8. The Secret of Nim was based on what novel? Mrs. Frisby and the Rats of Nim by Robert C. O'Brien. Number 9. What Joe Dante movie was released on the same day as Ghostbusters? Gremlins. Number 10. The Chinese characters in the main title of what movie translate to "Evil spirits make a big scene in little spiritual state"? Big Trouble in Little China. And that's it for this week's show. 98 episodes down. Be sure to come back in 2 weeks for our 100th episode. I promise something extra special. Next week, for episode 99, we have something for my fellow thespians. Here's your clue. The Academy Award for what genre was awarded 4 times from 1996 to 1999? Which is kind of ironic since the heyday for the genre was back in the 50s and 1960s. I hope to see you back here next Wednesday. This has been the Dorky, Geeky, Nerdy Trivia Podcast. I'm your host, Brian Rollins. The music has been by Jason Shaw. Thanks for listening, and be careful what you feed after midnight.